And welcome, everyone, to a Fox Sports Chat. I'm Andy Katz, pleased to be joined by Markus Howard from Marquette. Markus, let's first deal with how you're dealing with it, like all the rest of us, during this global pandemic. You're having to finish school online, and then, of course, get ready for the NBA draft. So how you doing all this in the middle of a global pandemic?
It's actually quite simple and easy, when there is nothing to do. School-wise, I'm able to do what I have to do online. I don't have too many classes, which helps. So I'm able to focus on one or two that I'm really locked in on. So it helps to have that, so my schedule isn't as crazy. But training-wise, I'm really fortunate that, my brother and my dad both train in the professional field, and we actually have our own gym and our own space that we can work out of. So I've been able to keep up my training and my regimen to get prepared for the NBA draft. And it's weird, going from playing a full season to now you're just in training mode. But I'm trying to keep the same mindset that I've had during the season, and that's just to attack. And, I've attacked each and every day the best way I can, and just try to make the most of each every opportunity I get to step on that court.
Yeah, you have to be incredibly in a minority here where you have your own gym. A lot of players I've talked to, especially if they live in, an apartment type situation, or if they're overseas, they don't have access to a hoop. A lot of public hoops obviously are shut down at this time. I'm just curious, when was that built, or when did you get access to that, to where, at this crazy time, it's worked out to you and your brother's benefit?
Yeah, us as a family, we've always been about training, about basketball. So we wanted to be sure that, we had the necessary tools that we needed. And we're very fortunate that, our family was able to, make some things happen with a lot of different partners. And this past, I want to say February is when our own gym kind of was built and was finished. So we were able to actually start working out of it. It's closed pretty much to everyone else but us. So, it's definitely a very unique situation. So, like I said before, though, just to be in a position to where I'm blessed and fortunate enough to have a place to go each and every day to work on my game and get better. It's definitely something that I'm really grateful for.
All right. So we know that, you've been told that you cannot, do something because of your height. And yet you guys, you specifically, have always been able to overachieve and meet that challenge. Well, here comes another one. Always too small. How is he going to get to the rim? Blah, blah, blah. You always meet that challenge. So how are you going to hit that next challenge to make sure that you make it in the NBA?
I don't know. I don't want people to keep making the same mistake. That's my thing. People keep telling me I can't do things, and I continue to prove people wrong. So, is someone going to make the same mistake again and, not believe in me or not trust in me? I don't know. All I know is I can control what I can control, and that's how I work every day. That's my attitude, that's my effort, and that's just the things I can control. But I really think, my work speaks for itself. The things I've been able to do on the college level, my productivity, the things I've done on and off the court, I think speak volumes, and I know I could be an asset to any NBA team. So I would just say to any team looking at me, just look at the facts and look at kind of the work that I put in 4 years, and I think it can translate really well into the NBA.
Well, I will tell you here and now that if anyone's watching, and I know people will be watching, you are of the utmost character, and they would be fools to pass on you, because it doesn't matter if you can score, which you can, if you're a tremendous asset in a locker room, on and off the court, a great ambassador, all these things that we need right now in society, you answer. And any NBA team that isn't thinking like that, or is just looking at some data point of height, they're completely off base, and they will pay the price for that by missing on you. So let's look at those numbers. 2761, that's 2,761 points. Okay. Career average 27.8. The crazy thing is that's number 21 all time in NCAA scoring. Unfortunately, because of the way the season was cut short, you were 8 points shy of tying JJ Redick, and you would have passed him because you would have had more games. So it's unfortunate, but at least you can say you're in the top 25 at number 21. When you look back at your career at Marquette, what do you think of most?
I just think of so many people that helped me get there. It couldn't have been done by just me. And I always say it takes a village, and it really did. The whole community of Marquette really took me in and embraced me. And it started with Coach Wojo. I mean, he really took a chance on me as a player. He's always believed in me and my abilities. And, at the beginning of my career, it wasn't always good. Me and him definitely had our ups and downs, but, we built a relationship over the years, and it's really become one that's extremely close. And, me and him talk on a weekly basis. So I just think of all the people, all the memories that we've shared, and even the good and the bad times, I think that's really helped shape me into a player and the person that I am today. So it's been kind of just a lot of different things I think about in my career, but I really just like to look back on the relationships that I've built, just because I know that'll go far beyond basketball, and that's something I'm really blessed and thankful for.
And lastly, Marcus, just overall your legacy on college basketball, I just rattled off those numbers. You will forever be one of the top scorers. You're in an elite company. So when you think back on that, and I know it ended abruptly for you and many others, you didn't get a chance for one more time on that great stage of the NCAA tournament. What do you want or hope your legacy will be in college basketball?
I always hope it's looked at as, a player that really gave his all each and every time he stepped on the floor. A player that wanted to win, but a player that was about more than just basketball. I wanted to show that the way that I conducted myself was more than just being a basketball player. I wanted to be known as a good person on and off the court. So just on hearing from what people say about me in terms of how I treat them away from the court is something that I care more about than anything I could do on. But everything on the court, I feel extremely proud of. I wouldn't change anything for the world. I'm extremely blessed for the opportunities that Marquette gave me, for the opportunities Wojo gave me. And like I said, I wouldn't change anything in my career, and I'm extremely happy with how everything went.
Well, congratulations on a phenomenal career, Marcus, and I know we'll be talking about you whenever this NBA draft occurs at some point here in 2020. Appreciate it. Congrats. Stay safe.
Thank you, my man. Happy birthday as well.
Thank you.
For the best access, perspective, and personalities in all of sports, follow us at Fox Sports on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.